Hello and Happy New Year. I emphasize happy because I have to apologize for yesterday's video. Yesterday's video, I had my legal hat on and I was grumpy and I was, when the legal side of things I really don't like. It's necessary, but I don't like it. And it was evident on my face. I had to look at the video after the fact and I thought, oh dear, this guy looks like he's been sucking lemons. Anyway, so let's get on to this. I want to start a series called The Secrets of the Wealthy. And, it's a new year. And for me, beginning of the new year, I've always got plans and I feel inspired and so on. I don't really do the New Year's resolution thing much, at all, in fact. But it's often a time of really just getting stuck in and saying, okay, hello, Warren. I see Warren's online. I just want to get stuck into the year, and property investment is my game. And today I was out in Midrand and just driving around, seeing what is happening, looking for new properties, new opportunities. And I must say, it really makes my wheels squeal. I really enjoy it. So while everyone else is slaving at the office, I'm out there looking at properties, and I thought, okay, let me do this video. So I actually tried a video from Midrand, but I failed. I didn't get the Facebook Live thing right. But anyway, what I wanted to share with you earlier, I'm going to share with you now, and that is that this is the secret of the long game. Now, property is not a short-term business. Over and over again, I see people, in fact, the industry is rife with it. They all want to work out your return on investment in the year one. What is the return on investment in year one? And it's very difficult to value a property that's 1 year old when actually you bought it with the intention of keeping it for 20, 30, 40 years. And now in year one, you want, what's the value, what's the value, what's the value? Okay, so first thing to remember is the wealthy people know about the long game. We are playing a long game here. No quick fixes, no instant coffee, we're going for the real deal. Okay, so when you're playing the long game and you're thinking 20, 30 years hence, the decisions you make are very different to like quick turnover. The guys who flip properties, they're into it, they're looking 1 year ahead. I'm going to buy this thing, fix it up, sell it out. They only look at the market very short term. What we do in buy to let is the secret's in the name, buy to let. We're not buying to flip, we're not buying to sell, we're buying to lease it out. And the formula is that once you buy a property, you buy it with the bank's money, obviously, and then tenant and inflation together pay it off. It takes about 12 to 15 years for the property to be paid off completely by your tenant. Now it's yours. And you might as well have a property that's paying you more than another property. If you're going to choose between two, we always want the bigger one. So what we've got to do is we've got to try and position our investment in a place that's really going to grow. Okay. So I was in Midrand this morning and looking at all the development. I drove through the new Waterfall City development, and I cannot believe the development that's happening. I can't believe it. It's astounding. When it started, I did a video. I've done a couple of videos on YouTube and so on. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, just showing what's happening in the area. And you can see, when you look at the property, you can see what's going to happen. But it's another thing when it actually happens. The buildings are futuristic and they're awesome and they're lovely. And if I had a big business, I'd want to move there because it just looks like a happening place. The pavements are all beautifully green and paved and well kept, and the buildings are all shiny and futuristic, and it's really lovely. I'll go back and do a video on site again so you can see. But in that area, in the next 5 years or so, they are going to build 200,000 square meters of offices. Now, 200,000 square meters of offices. Divide that by 15. That tells you how many bums on seats are going to be there. That's every person sitting at a desk in those offices is going to want to live close to the office. That's just natural. We all want to. So there's some very high upmarket areas right next to in Waterfall City where you can buy clusters for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 million. And the decision makers, the people who run those businesses, they're putting their offices there. And so you can see how it all works together. But then our market is your tenants. The tenants who are going to be working in those areas. So you've got people earning in today's money about 30,000 Rand in a household. Two people, could be a secretary, and then somebody, her husband might work in one of the shops in the mall. The mall itself employs about 2,000 people. We saw it last year in March when the mall opened. Suddenly there was nothing available to rent in Midrand, despite the fact that a whole lot of new developments came on stream. So when you're investing long term, okay, what you got to do? Oh, I like the loves and the likes coming through. It's quite fun. When you're investing long term, you've got to think long term. Okay, so what I'm looking at when I look at that area is I say, hang on, it's good now. It's really good now. You can buy now. The prices are right, and the rentals are right, and everything's right now. So it works right from the beginning. But going forward, it's just going to get better and better and better and better. And what I say better is the people are going to moan about traffic. It's lovely. When the people moan about the traffic, as a property investor, you've got to love it, because what does that mean? It means your tenants want to live closer. They want to live close to the office because the traffic is a nightmare. Okay, so the traffic's going to get worse. I don't live there, so I'm very happy, but I'd love to invest there. Okay, and the new investment's going up. And if you've got the choice between investing in an area that's well established or one that's busy growing, I'd always buy in the one that's busy growing, because there you're going to find your best opportunities. And the developers are clever, by the way. Most developers are clever that I've seen, especially the ones in Midrand. You want to see the clever developers, go and see the guys who are developing there, because essentially the bricks cost the same. You know, whether you buy bricks to build in, I don't want to speak badly of an area, but say the Far East Rand or the Far West Rand, the bricks cost the same. The cement costs the same. In fact, it might even cost you a bit more to transport it there. But the ground is cheaper, and the rentals will be much cheaper as well. So if your bricks and your labor and your cement and your infrastructure is going to cost the same, why not build it in an area where it's going to grow the best, where it's going to be the most valuable? So I'm going to plant my bricks in the good land. And the good land to me is, I look at the long game, I say, how is this area going to do the next 10, 20, 30 years? And what I'm seeing is that in that area, in the next 10, 20, 30 years, in fact, even shorter term, we're going to see growth like you can't believe. And growth means rentals go up, the area becomes more affluent, and the property that you bought now at a low price, I tell you, in 10 years' time, you're going to look back and you're going to laugh at paying 700,000 Rand for a townhouse. You're going to laugh your head off. So that's it for today. If you're interested in our services of property coaching, we know a lot more. I'm going to be doing more in this series of Secrets of the Wealthy, because I don't believe in keeping secrets, and for too long the wealthy people have kept the secrets to themselves. They made tons of money and they left the man in the street not really earning. They're on salaries and so on. Whereas my real heart's desire is to have the man in the street buying property, earning annuity wealth and so on, and you literally can't do this unless somebody shows you. You're going to make mistakes. Okay. I mean, I had a woman I had a coaching session yesterday with a lady from Namibia, and she bought her first property, and it was terrible. She was so excited. She was so happy with her deal that she did, and so on, and somebody, Dustin Vorster, says, let's start again. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, Dustin. Elaborate, please. Okay, so she was very excited about the property she bought, and now she wanted to build her portfolio further. And when she described the property she bought, my first question I asked her was, is it possible for you to step out of that deal, because it's not a good deal? And there were a whole lot of things that I saw just straight off that she didn't see coming. And it's not actually a terrible deal, it's just that she could have done much, much, much better. Okay, so we offer coaching services. Come to us on our website, www.organicgrowth.co.za/coach. And the link will be upstairs in the comments up there. I'll leave a link for you. So come to our website, see what we offer, and come and suck all the knowledge out of my brain. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.